And here we are again. Welcome back to HiddenTV.fm, your new station after dark for all the hungry Canites out there. Tonight, we are stuffed as usual for you hungry folks out there.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Tonight, we bring you another page torn from the personal fallout of political chaos. It is again time for a Victoria news update. A letter forwarded to us under discreet circumstances, allegedly from Patricia, wife of Victoria. More than a hostage, less than a conspirator, caught between her own heart and a society that only beats when blood is spilled.
Current status. Patricia remains in the shared apartment with Victoria. This isn't a kidnapping, it's her choice, but it's also a condition. If Patricia fails to appear at their haven for more than 5 nights or doesn't email proof of her well-being every 2 weeks, Sam Hall dies. Victoria made that very clear. From Patricia's words, the relationship wasn't one of love but of deep, shared memories and pain. Patricia describes the space as empty and crushing. She admits she took the title of symposiarch not to run, but to remain, to become a translator between Victoria and a society Victoria could no longer face. Sharp words for the clan. Patricia pulls no punches. She accuses her fellow Toreador of cowardice, of writing do-nothing emails while lives hang in the balance. Only 2 members earn her respect, Kimina and Olivia, not for their kindness, but for using their influence to do something, even if it's controversial. Sam Hall. Declared officially dead, but for now, safe. Victoria holds the strings, and Patricia plays her role to protect what's left. Final thoughts. Patricia questions the life unlived. She urges others to stop following the script of elders and tyrants. Her closing line? Maybe one day you'll see the world for what it is. A great experiment.
But let's hear what our both spokespersons have to say in our double bite. Tonight, it's time for another round of the double bite. We're talking Victoria, the bruja who kidnapped Toreador Sam Hall and now keeps the Camarilla dangling by a thread. But this isn't just a tale of threats. It's also about her wife, Patricia, who some say is making a noble sacrifice. Others call it naive, dangerous, or even complicit. Let me cut through the velvet curtain. It's betrayal. Patricia's no hostage. She's choosing to stay with a known kidnapper, and she's playing mediator while a life is on the line? That's not love. It's enabling. Victoria has made herself judge, jury, and executioner. And Patricia, she's become her press secretary. Or maybe she's the only one trying to prevent a death while the rest of us hide behind etiquette and fear. Look, you heard her message. She knows what Victoria did is reckless, but she's not defending the act. She's holding space, keeping a channel open, making sure Sam survives. Who else is actually doing that? There's a difference between diplomacy and delusion. Victoria blew up the rules of our society. She's demanding blood as currency. You don't negotiate with that. You stop it. Otherwise, you normalize terror. And don't get me started on Patricia scolding the clan Toreador for not doing enough. As if emotional manipulation is a virtue now. Maybe she's just being honest. This isn't a masquerade of poetry readings. It's war. And in war, you don't always get to choose clean hands. Patricia isn't a hero, no. But she might be a survivor trying to stop more destruction. And someone has to navigate the wreckage Victoria left behind. Or she's the last romantic in a collapsing opera house. A beautiful voice trying to drown out a bomb. And the audience still bleeding.
Hi, and welcome to Microsoft. Make that booty shake like a 3-6 Mafia video with a discounted upgrade to Windows 69. Now 50% off through the end of the week. Take advantage of these deep discounts that you can feel inside your abdomen wall, even though nothing about our OS has changed.
You want something new than old Camarilla society? You want a change? Something you can cope with? Come to the domain of Hamburg. where we support our kindred. Join one of the new houses and make some real change.
HiddenTV.fm, where we spill all the truths.
Camarilla Blues premiere. Straight from the gutters of Harlem. Bernie, the Nosferatu no one sees coming, but everyone hears whisper. He fought his way through the fight night last week with fists and fire, and now delivers a blues anthem for the broken Camarilla. His debut track, Camarilla Blues, isn't just a song. It's an obituary for a system in slow collapse.
They got that Camarilla blues. Baby, don't tell me no news. They got that Camarilla blues. So baby, don't tell me the news. I wanna stay out of trouble. I'm gonna hide amidst the rubble. Oh, it's like they're smoking crack. I said that clans are going whack. It's like they're smoking crack. No, I don't like what I heard. I know you're trying to sell me dirt. Don't wanna hear about their games. Don't even tell me about their claims. Don't wanna hear about their games. Don't even tell me about their claims. I'm gonna stay off to the side. Gonna act like my clan and hide. I hope our system isn't broke. Yeah, I know that sounds like a joke. But I hope our system isn't broke. No, I don't mean that as a joke. But it's time to pay our dues. Please don't take it for a ruse. Seven pillars need repair, but the will just isn't there. Seven pillars need repair, but the will just isn't there. We all gotta pay a price. We all know we don't play nice. Now the roses go full tilt. I ain't trying to get me killed. Yeah, the roses go full tilt. I ain't trying to get me killed. But this flower has its thorns. Let's grab the bull by its horns. Now our brew are real mad. 'Tis the worst night I've ever had. Yeah, the brew are real mad. So it's the worst night I've ever had. or talk real smart. Drive a stake right through the heart. Now the mouths are acting up, so just nod and drink from your cup. Yes, the mouths are acting up, so just nod and drink from your cup. Shards of mirror getting blamed, though it's almost like they're being framed. There's a tree and a castle. Fuck me, what a hassle. Yes, a tree and a castle. Fuck me, what a hassle. I got the Camarilla blues because you told me the news.
Chapter systems are offline.
Number 1 for today's hits and all-time favorites.
This was the Nosferatu Bernie with his new song, the Camarilla Blues.
Tensions rise. Ahead of the Grand Camarilla Assembly in October, the political landscape surrounding the upcoming Grand Assembly of the Camarilla this October is becoming increasingly polarized. The divide between factions continues to deepen. While the Ventru leadership staunchly defends the Prince of Bremen, Lydia Gabriella Albertoni, as a victim of recent events, the Malkavian faction refuses to once again shoulder the blame. In the midst of these hardened fronts, the domain of Westphalia-Lippe has proposed a new approach. This past Saturday, the domain hosted an evening of lectures and debate, gathering under the theme of the Three Societies. The event featured 3 prominent voices. Wilhelm von Kempten, Prince of Utrecht, representing the Camarilla Liv Kusenhart, sovereign of Westphalia-Lippe, speaking for the Anarchs, and as a special guest Simon, the infamous Nosferatu, representing the Sabbat. Simon opened the evening with a sobering analysis of the Camarilla's structural vulnerabilities. He highlighted how the weight of eternal traditions and sluggish bureaucracy has made the sect brittle. Yet he was quick to remind the audience of the alternative, the unrelenting terror that awaits should the Camarilla collapse entirely. What awaits, he said, isn't freedom. It's horror. A world ruled by hunger, where nothing is sacred and no one is safe. While his stance was critical, his warning was unmistakably clear. The fall of the Camarilla would open the gates to something far worse. Liv Kusenhart, on behalf of the Anarchs, took a different approach. She argued that the Camarilla's obsession with order has long stifled growth, expression, and accountability. The Anarchs, she said, do not seek chaos. They seek choice. We are not your rebels without a cause, she said. We are the children of a broken system, trying to rebuild something fairer from the ground up. Liv emphasized the growing rift between old hierarchies and younger kindred seeking a voice in their own future, a future not dictated by blood alone but by vision, merit, and action. Finally, Prince Wilhelm von Kempten took the stage with a passionate defense of unity. He warned of the mortal world's rapidly accelerating progress in numbers, in technology, in awareness. We've already seen what humanity can do when it catches a glimpse of our kind. Now, they have satellites, AI, and gods of data. We cannot rule them like bloodthirsty gods. We must survive among them, together or not at all. His plea was clear. The Camarilla must not fracture now, when the outside world looms larger and more dangerous than ever.
Even though the evening had not a solution in hands, everyone agreed. The Camarilla needs to hold no matter what, and a toast was spoken to it. And now, we skip over to some short news.
Back from the brink, Bruja Marcus De Luca has officially been released from rehab. After being handed over, drooling and muttering to fellow Bruja Konstantin Niederman, who took him into what has only been described as therapeutic custody, De Luca's fragile personality now appears somewhat stabilized. Witnesses say he's talking in full sentences again and hasn't tried to punch a mirror in at least 3 nights. Progress. New herald in town. The domain of Harlem has officially appointed a new herald. The kindred Ophelia Rosenberg now holds the office, tasked with overseeing all formal and diplomatic affairs within the domain. Rosenberg is expected to bring both grace and precision to the position. Sources say her first decree involved reorganizing the domain's official scroll archive and banning Comic Sans from all announcements. A promising start. Vegan Gangrel opens juice bar, immediately sued by Bruja clan, claiming she wanted to avoid animal suffering and still drink red. The young Gangrel introduced her cold-pressed juice line called B-Rap Juice, featuring beetroot, celery, and just a hint of vitae. The Bruja weren't impressed, calling it an insult to the hunt and a flavor crime. Legal action is pending, and someone may frenzy over kombucha next. Entire Tremere library allegedly scanned by one Nosferatu. Rumors say an unnamed Nosferatu snuck into a chantry and digitized every tome. The PDF files, now circulating on a flash drive labeled Magic Stuff, Please Don't Touch, have sparked outrage among Tremere elders. One commented, "This is worse than bloodlines with broadband."
Baby, let's go!
And this was our nightly news show for you folks out there, brought to you by HiddenTV.fm. You have a story to share? A song to publish? Don't worry, we got you. Write us at hiddenxtv@gmail.com or visit our website. Hidden TV, get your news.
Let's go. This is your radio, your station.